We're on the steps of the Adam Mickiewicz Library and Dramatic Circle. This organization was created by Polish immigrants at a time when there was no Poland on the map. These immigrants who settled the east side and other parts of western New York came from Russian-occupied Poland, from Austrian-occupied Poland, and from German Poland. That's why if you do any genealogy, you might think your great-great-grandparents are Austrian. Well, they were Austrian nationals, but ethnically they were Polish and proud to be Polish. They came here, they worked hard, and they played hard. And one of the biggest celebrations they ever had was on May 3rd every year. Why May 3rd? Because May 3rd was the anniversary of one of the world's most important constitutions ever written. In 1791, a constitution was passed in Poland that gave wide-ranging liberties. It was the first modern constitution in all of Europe. It was the second in the world after the United States. Poles felt free for a short time, but its neighbors, Russia, Prussia, felt very threatened by these liberties. They did not want a strong Poland, so they invaded the country. That led to an uprising led by Tadeusz Kościuszko. You recognize Kościuszko as a hero of the United States Revolution. You recognize it from Kościuszko Street in Buffalo and different parks and other places that are named after Kościuszko around the United States. Every year we get together to raise a toast to the Constitution here at the Adam Mickiewicz Library and Dramatic Circle in our very own humble way. And we read the preamble of the Constitution. I'll read a few words of that now. In the name of God, one in the Holy Trinity, Stanisław August, by the grace of God and the will of the people, King of Poland and Grand Duke of Lithuania, Ruthenia, Prussia, Mazowsze, Żmudź, Samogitia, Kiev, Wolyń, Podole, Podlasie, Livonia, Smolensk, Severia, and Chernihiv, together with the confederated estates in dual number representing the Polish people, recognizing that the destiny of all depends solely upon the establishment and perfection of a national constitution, having by long experience learned the inveterate faults of our government, and desiring to take advantage of the season in which Europe finds itself and of this dying moment that had restored us to ourselves, free of the dictates of foreign coercion, holding dearer than life, dearer than personal happiness, the political existence, external independence, and internal liberty of the people whose destiny is entrusted to our hands, and desiring to merit the blessing and gratitude of contemporary and future generations. The dominant religion. The dominant national religion is and shall be the sacred Roman Catholic faith with all its laws. Passage from the dominant religion to any other confession is forbidden under the penalties of apostasy. Inasmuch as the same holy faith bids us love of our neighbors, we owe to all persons, of whatever persuasion, peace in their faith and the protection of the government, and therefore we guarantee freedom to all rights and religions in the Polish lands in accordance with the laws of the land. There are about 11 articles of this Constitution. Just what you heard, you can hear that it mirrors much of the United States Constitution. And in 1891, 100 years after this Constitution was written, the Polish people of Buffalo had huge celebrations that lasted 3 days. It was written up in the Buffalo Courier-Express. There was more than one parade. Every church had a special high mass, and there were parties in every single hall that you can imagine. The parties ended Monday night, which means that this was a very important holiday, meaning people didn't go to work on Monday. That's how important it is. So it's always good to make these local connections. You know, these people who built this place, The back building was built in 1898, no Poland on the map. This front building was built in 1917, 1 year before Poland reappeared on the map. And in 1918, we regained a free and independent Poland that enjoys its liberty until this day. So let's keep it local. Check out who Kościuszko was, read up on the Constitution, and raise a toast on May 3rd.